Hello.
Hi, Wendy. How are you?
Good.
So I had a question.
Okay.
Well, it was on question 3 of the prep. It was B. It says, what is the 40th percentile for this population?
Okay.
I did not know how they got that answer.
Okay. So they went in and into the applet
Mm-hmm.
and they put in 40 at the top.
Okay, I
0.40.
tried that.
And then you got the Z. Did you get the Z equals -253?
Sorry. Okay, hold on. So for this one, we have to do...
You find the Z score.
Okay, yeah. So we do Z equals... Do we have a... Is it just...
So when you put in the...
divided by 5? Because do we have any other information?
No, so it's X. So you're solving for X. So it's X minus 10
Mm-hmm.
divided by 5
Divided by 5. Okay.
equals, and then it's negative
okay.
53.
That's really good. Sweet. Okay. I was like, I did not figure out how. I was just like really.
I know. Well, I did the homework, the quiz already, and the last problem I got wrong, and then I took it again and got it wrong again. So I'm like, I don't know. I can't remember what it was exactly, but I don't know if it was.
Oh yeah, that happened to me last week.
Yeah. Was it the first question?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I couldn't get that one either.
Because I was like, so I did it one way. I was like, okay, and then I submitted it, and then I got that first question wrong. So I did it a different way, and I was like, then I got it wrong again. So I was like, I don't know.
That's what I've done the last 2 quizzes.
I wish like it would because some like quizzes you take or whatever, it'll actually show you the correct answer.
Right.
Well, with this math class, I wish it would show you how, like if you got a question wrong, like how to solve it.
How to figure it out, right.
Because then if you don't ever know what you're doing wrong, how are you supposed to fix it?
Have you looked on when he grades the quizzes, then he posts a link to, yeah, okay, so if you go into my grades, and then you go to grade progress,
okay,
you can go into the quizzes, and whichever one, like you have a question on, he posts a YouTube video, and he goes through and shows you how to work those problems.
Yeah, I have no idea. Awesome.
Yeah, so I just kind of discovered it by accident, so then I figured out how to do that first one on that quiz, and I was making it way harder than it was.
I probably was too.
Yeah.
That's usually how it is. It's like, oh, it's that simple? Kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Other than that, I don't think I had any questions. Do you know if Cheryl's going to join us?
I think, let me text her. Let me go find my phone. I just sent her a text to see if she got the invite.
Okay.
I'll try to invite her again.
It's hard for me because it's like when they say the mean of the means, or like the distribution of sample means, it's like it's hard because you have to kind of like mesh. On some things it's one thing, but then on certain other things it's like you mesh two ideas together, and
I know.
It's hard for me to keep straight, and I'm like,
yeah. I know, that's how I was last night. I was like, okay, I don't know which one I'm supposed to do. And I just worked through all the problems, and then I work, and then it started making sense to me. Okay, I just resent invite. She said she didn't get one, so.
I wonder if it has anything to do with if you're not already logged on when you send the invite. You know, if you already don't have your Hangout page open when you send the invite, if it doesn't go through. I wonder if that has anything to do. I don't know, but.
Yeah. Oh, there she is. Hello.
Carol.
Hi.
How are you?
Okay. Been working on this all morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Did you have any questions over the preparation?
No.
Okay.
Okay. Well, let's see how this
goes. A little bit about some things that we had, but I think we got it figured out. So should we just go ahead and do the quiz?
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
So for question 3, that's our z-score, correct? And all we have to do is enter that into the applet.
Yes.
And then shade to...
Shade the middle. Right? Or all of it?
I think it wants what's...
Understand.
I think it said between, didn't it?
I got it.
To find the combined area under the standard normal curve that is to the right.
Oh,
and
okay,
the
so just to
left.
the right.
So we just need to do the sides.
So 0.1745.
And we
Yes.
need to do 3 decimal places, it says. So
175.
175.
Okay.
Okay, so yikes.
So for number 4, I have the distribution of the sample mean will be smaller. Well,
I thought the X with the line over it meant like the whole group. And
yeah. So
That
that
would
would
have
be the mean of the means, right?
I'm confused.
they're not talking about means, they're talking about standard deviation.
Right.
Well, isn't it? Well, this isn't a. We can't use the law of large numbers because this is. They're just saying
Yeah.
9 observations.
And it's just talking about our standard deviation. Wouldn't it be the distribution of the sample means, because
Probably.
that is only one number, correct? Whereas if you did the distribution of the individual observations, so that would be 9 observations, correct?
So the more, isn't it the more you do, the smaller?
Oh, so yeah, the more, it's like flipping a coin, right? So the more
Right.
times you flip the coin, it will get closer to.
But that's not.
0.
9 is not. We can't use those, I don't think, because it's not
And
30.
When you set up your problem, your standard deviation is,
Well,
I mean,
we don't know because we don't have a standard deviation. And there is only 9 observations. So that would be our square rooted one, right? 9 would be
yeah.
the square rooted number, but we don't have a standard deviation to divide that by. So we don't know.
But it's always
Correct.
going to be smaller if you're dividing it by a.
True, but I don't think we have enough information. Right? We don't have the O or whatever, the sigma O.
Yeah, we don't have a.
We don't have that, so we can't find out if it would be smaller.
I'm just looking at my notes.
I do not remember this part. I don't remember this.
I know.
I think it's It's like
I like
from
that.
lesson 5 or something.
When did we learn about standard deviation?
Lesson 5.
I can't find anything.
I almost think that we don't have enough information because we aren't given a standard deviation. We aren't even given a mean. All we know is the observation. So we can't calculate anything really.
Yeah.
Is that right? I mean,
Yeah, I think so, because we don't have the sample size. Because what if the sample size was 100? You know.
I think they would give us that. They'd give us that information if they wanted us
yeah,
to.
like we don't have anything. All we know is that we don't have a mean. Yeah, I think we don't have information.
Okay.
And if we get that wrong, I guess then we'll see if we can
Yeah.
find out the real answer.
Process of elimination. Okay. Number 5, which only results in
Who? This is
This is the law of large numbers.
red.
Yeah.
Yes, a lot of large numbers. Just like flipping a coin. Mm.
Okay. I got 1.0455. Oh, 3 decimals.
1.04.
Round your 3 decimals.
Oh, 4, 5.
5.
Yep.
5. Yep. Go to 3 decimals.
So this question, we enter it into the applet, correct? Because that's our z-score.
Yes.
And they want to know greater, so it's just the furthest right portion, right?
Yes.
And I got
The 1.04.
0.148.
That's what I got.
So it's asking the probability.
Yeah, that's when
And
we
that one's
enter it into the applet.
0.148.
Mm-hmm. Random sample of 5 students was selected. This is the corresponding to the sample of these students' scores. So we have to find the mean of these scores, correct?
Yeah, to get the C. Yeah. So 160 is the mean?
See?
Did you get 160 for the mean?
Yeah. And then what is?
Okay.
And then we have to do the
Okay.
score for that.
That's fine.
So it's the same thing we just did.
Yeah. That seems weird.
Yeah. So this is when our we're taking it one step further, correct? So we have to, because we have a sample, right? So there's 5 students. So that's when we have to do the square root,
Oh, yeah.
correct?
Square root of 5.
So, okay. And our standard deviation is still the same, correct? 8.8.
Right.
So we divide it by the standard deviation divided by the square root of 5.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
I got 2.338.
What you guys?
2.338.
That's not right.
2.338. Yes.
Yeah, that's what I got.
It says 3 decimals. So. Okay.
Did you get that one, Laren?
2.338. Yeah, I messed up on on the top one. I wrote a different number, and I was like, that doesn't make sense. Okay, got it. 2.338. Okay, so that's this, since that was our z-score, 2.338, then that's when we enter it into the applet, correct?
Right.
And we're doing greater than.
So 0.0097.
Yeah.
And we're doing 4 decimal places. So yeah. So for question 10, it'd be normal, correct? Because of the sample size is 81. Approximately normal, I guess.
Right, approximately normal.
Well, wait a minute. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Approximately.
What is the mean? So they're asking us what the mean is, right? And the mean was given to us at 3.5.
Right.
Yeah. Because it's just the mean of the parent population, right? I'm just trying to make it less confused.
I think so. It's the
Right?
mean of the distribution.
Yeah, they're just asking us what the mean is, and we don't have a lot of numbers to compute a mean anyways. We have 81 samples to compute the mean. They just gave us the mean.
They gave us the mean.
Yeah, which was 3.5.
These are the ones that confuse me because I'm overthinking it. It's like, oh yeah, they already gave it to me.
Mm-hmm.
I think. Okay, so why does it have all that other information on the bottom?
I don't know. I think like how they want you to write it out. Or of all the possible samples of size 81 that could be drawn. Which part?
So is this one the 0.7 divided by the root of 81?
Right. Yeah.
What is...
Okay, so...
But do we have... Oh, yeah. So we just do 0.7 divided by the square root of 81. Got it.
So did you get 0.078?
Yep.
And it's how many rounding? 3, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So 0.78. We have an exam next week, girls.
I know.
I'm wondering, are we going to have any tests in this class?
Yeah.
Great. Oh boy.
Oh, yeah.
Math exam. Okay. So for this one, we have to do question 13. It's 3.3 subtract 3.5 divided
Correct.
by that standard deviation that we just figured out, correct?
Yes.
And that was divided by...
Did you get negative 2.571?
Yep. Yes, that's what I got.
You got negative
Okay.
2.571. Oh my goodness. I don't know if I'm doing these right.
5.
What did you get?
I got negative 2.56 something. Hold on.
It could be because, did you just put in the 0.7?
Yeah, I did.
If you don't keep all, it says, I remember one time it says, don't round until you get to the end.
Till the end.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's probably what it is.
Well, this is less than.
Oh gosh, I don't think I did that right either.
So we fill in the blue part.
Are you talking about question 14?
Sorry.
Am I on the wrong question?
14 says greater than.
I'm on 13.
13.
We still,
Yeah.
so we have the Z score, but now we have to tell
Okay.
the probability. So we have one more step.
Okay. Yeah.
So the Z score was 2 point what? What did you guys get on that Z score?
Negative, it's 2.571.
2.57.
Negative.
On it.
0.0051.
We're doing less than 2.4. So what did you get, Wendy?
I got 0.0051.
Yes, that's what I got.
Okay. Okay, so
it says 3 decimal places, so we need to do 0.005 then.
yes. Okay. Okay.
Okay, so on the next one, it's greater than.
So that means we shade
you were
the middle and the right, correct? Because it's everything
Yes.
above that negative number. So the
Right.
0.995.
Right.
Okay, so for this next problem, I think it's question 15.
Mhm.
Okay, so the first number they give us, it says assumes the mean weight of passengers is 185 pounds. But then
Right.
lower it says the sample mean was determined to be 177.6 pounds. Don't we
Well,
use the sample mean? And
And minus,
yeah, so it's
77.6.
177.6 minus 185.
Do we have to divide that by the square root of 48?
Yeah.
Yes. So I got 1.933. But then I'm trying to read what this says about extreme numbers.
What did you get, Wendy?
I got 1.933.
It wasn't negative.
Oh, I don't know.
Shouldn't it
Probably.
be negative? I
It should
think.
be because the 176 is less than the 185, so we should be working with a negative number.
Yeah. So negative 1.933.
So this is saying extremes. So do we shade below and above?
Or more extreme means.
Did you take the standard deviation, the 26.7, and divide that by the square root of 48?
Yes.
And you got 1.933.
I don't know. Let me redo it.
Okay, that's because I'm still working on that. That's not what I got.
What did you get, Cheryl?
I didn't write it down because it wasn't the same. So I'm going to
Okay.
redo it.
Okay.
That's what I'm doing, redoing it. I got the same answer, so I might not be getting it right.
5, 3, 8. No, hang on. I'm probably just like a step behind because I'm slower. So I got negative 1.920.
That's what I got.
too.
That's what I got this time.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Negative 1.920.
201. So
Okay. So the first part of it, find the probability that a random sample of passengers will have a weight that is as extreme or more extreme, either above or below the mean.
So do we shade the
So is
two
that
after?
in the total area?
No, I think it's the two. We shade the areas outside. Of
Okay, so that would be our z-score. So if we did that, and then we shaded the left and the middle, is that what you're saying?
No, I think it's the left.
left and right.
The left
We want the
and right.
extreme.
Because extreme is over 2 away from the mean. So I'm thinking it's the 2 little sections at the very end.
Yeah.
So what did you get?
0.0549.
Yep, that's
Yeah. So it wants us to do 3 digits, 3 decimal places. So it would be 0.055.
Okay. No, we did. We missed one.
Uh-oh.
I can't find which one it is. We missed number 4. Question number 4, the one we were struggling with.
Oh, that one.
And it was
Yeah.
the middle one, like you were saying, Wendy? The
I don't know. It
distribution.
doesn't show.
Have a smaller standard deviation of 9
Okay.
observations. Oh, hold on for a second. This is that random sample. Remember that little applet thing that you like put the number, what is it? It was like that weird one that you like entered in. We had to change it to like 25 samples and it would randomly fall down to the graph below.
Yeah.
And then, so hold on. Which of the following would have a smaller standard deviation of 9 observations are drawn from the population?
Oh yeah, that little chart that goes in. So it would be, because when you have more, oh, it's the standard deviation, so it's more is closer to the, so that would make it smaller.
Well, it would be the distribution of sample means, correct? Like the actual distribution would be closer together than if you did like the distribution of random individual observations, correct?
Right.
So the answer should be the distribution of the sample means.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a weird question. I hate when they word things weird. I just am like,
Yeah.
And I got to copy all my answers down.
oh yeah.
Do they give the same quiz if you redo it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's the sample mean one, the distribution of the sample means. Yep.
Did you already redo it, resubmit it? There?
No, I just, when Wendy said that we got that one wrong, I hadn't submitted it yet. And so I was able to go back to that question.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's, yeah, it's the distribution of the sample means.
Okay.
Awesome. Well,
Okay. Anybody else have any questions?
nope.
No, I don't think so.
So Tuesday at 2:30.
Yep.
All
sure.
righty. Have
Okay.
a good week.
Thank you. You
All
too.
right.
Guys.
Bye.
Bye.